Okay, we are live. Okay, we are live. Okay, hold on, let me rewrite the title. How to write characters tutorial. Okay. Sup, everybody? Yo, how we doing? This is, Dimon360, and I'm here. I've been going a lot on my, tangents with, my writing or my High Republic. So, if you're interested, this is going to be kind of like a tutorial to kind of teach you guys, you know, how you can, write characters, like protagonists, antagonists, secondary characters, and I'm going to be using some of my own characters to kind of teach you. So, how to write a protagonist. We're going to start off, first of all, you got to get a name. Pretty obvious. These are just a few little writing tips. It's not like you're incompetent. I'm the only one who knows what to do. These are just little tips and tricks to kind of help you. So first of all, you want a name. Now, you can pick the name. I'm not going to care what the name is, just as long as they have a name. Now, we're going to use Siren Call. That is one of my Jedi that I'm writing. He's one of my two, technically three, but one of them turns. Spoiler alert. But yeah, he's kind of my main Jedi that I'm writing in this series. So that's his name. Secondly, we gotta give a description. When you are picturing this character in your head, what are you picturing for, like, a character? For me, he is a human. I do have some alien Jedi and other alien characters. Don't worry, I'm not just gonna be human. I'm gonna be having a bunch of different aliens, like Togrutas, Keldor, Ugnaughts, Cathar, you name it. We're gonna have a bunch. So we're gonna have a human. He has green eyes, long brown hair, and I mean, I don't want to say, like, white or black or anything, because I don't want to sound racist, but, like, yeah, you can just choose that. I'm not going to get racist and stuff, because, well, why would I get racist? I don't want to be racist. Racist is bad. I don't like that stuff. So, yeah, we'll just say that. Next of all, we want some traits. Like, what are some little, like, traits and characteristics? Like, traits / characteristics. Hang on, we got people watching. Okay, okay, this is gonna turn into a video. Okay, but anyway, traits and characteristics. What is he like? What is our character like? Siren, he is definitely not the perfect Jedi, because I'm not one to write Mary Sue's, or Gary Stews, or whatever. So, when writing Siren Call, you want to have him have his strength, and you want to have him have weaknesses. And this leads into group teams. Now, for Siren, he's very sarcastic. Witty. He's very sarcastic and witty, and he's very good with, like, banter and stuff. At the beginning of the story, he is very loyal to the Jedi, almost to a fault. And this kind of comes up towards the end of the story, when the main antagonist starts bringing up some points about the Order, and then the Great Disaster happens, aka the bombing of the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine. Sorry, I spoiled the Great Disaster for y'all, but that's the Great Disaster where millions of Jedi are killed, and it sends a massive ripple in the Force. It strengthens the dark side massively, and then the Sith Empire just comes in, SWTOR style, and just starts tearing through planets, and now millions of Jedi are dead. So that's the Great Disaster. So, yeah. So he's very loyal to the Jedi at the start of the story, and that's kind of his character arc. So, we're going to do some strengths. What's he good at? What's he good at? What's he bad at? He's a capable fighter. He's capable with a lightsaber. He's capable, like, as a fighter overall. He's not a master-level lightsaber duelist. Again, he's only a Padawan at this point in time. He goes on to become a Jedi Knight and stuff, but, you know, he isn't a Mace Windu-level swordsman, but he's a capable fighter. He's very, let's say, he's very charismatic. The thing with him is, he has a lot of charm and charismatic, so if he wants to make alliances with people, he can focus on that charisma and that kind of stuff to kind of keep him going. So, that's kind of a strength for him. He has that charisma, and then he has force powers. He is force powers / strong force connect. He's a strong force connection. Again, you can have Jedi with strong force connections. You can have non-force sensitives, or you can have Jedi without strong connections to the force, and that will be another character we write about, or that I'm writing about, who doesn't have a very strong connection to the force. But he has a very strong connection to the force. But what are his weaknesses? Because weaknesses are a very, 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 big thing with characters. Who knew a professional company like Disney couldn't even figure that out? They're losing money, by the way. Yeah, so for Siren, it might be his loyalty to the Jedi. He might be so loyal to a fault that it's a weakness for him. Like, that it's actually, like, more of a weakness to him than a strength. So maybe that's, like, a weakness to him. What else? Again, I'm not done with the novel. I'm still, like, halfway through. So, like, not even all the characters have shown up. The main antagonist hasn't shown up yet. So, I'm still kind of working on Siren's character. Like, I'm still trying to get the nicks and crannies out. Kind of add on. He's loyal to the Jedi, like, to the point where he doesn't really know a lot of, like, life apart from them. So he's very loyal to the Jedi, which is both a strength and a weakness, because he still has that dogmatic view. He's a little dogmatic, little bit. He's not, like, over the top, but, you know, he can be. Sometimes he can get, cocky, like, in over his head, because it's like, yo, I'm a Jedi, I can do this, and then he gets beat up. So, those are just kind of some personality traits that can be weaknesses. Now, we also want to add relatability. Sorry, I can't type. Relatability. I feel like I spelt that wrong. I don't think there's an E. That might be better. Hold on. Spelling and grammar. Let's check my grammar. Protagonist, relatable. Okay. So, we want to make something that we can relate to with our character. What can we relate with Siren that we can sympathize with him? We can bond with him on his journey. So, he's very excited about adventure. You know, like, he basically, this is his first mission as a Padawan, like, this is his final mission by himself before he gets the rank of Jedi Knight. Like, he's been training at the Jedi Enclave for years, and this is kind of like the first time in a long time that he's seeing the galaxy. So, imagine, like, you're getting out of high school for the first time, and you're finally, like, you're going out into the world, and, like, you're all excited. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm still in high school, so I don't know. But, yeah, like, he's very excited about the adventure, but there's also that loyalty to the Jedi. to Jedi. Like, you know when you have, like, a group of friends or, like, a group of family that you're so close to, but, like, even when they're wrong, you're still, like, loyal to them, even though deep down you know they're wrong, but you just can't break it? That's another thing with Siren Call. Like, he doesn't want to let go, and then throughout the story he has to realize, like, maybe I have to let go a little bit. So, now, when we're going to add a secondary character, and then also you can add, like, equipment or something. This is only, like, a bonus thing. You don't have to do this, but, like, equipment. He has a blue lightsaber, and comlink, blah, blah, blah. He has very simple stuff. Jedi robes, etc. So, when we're adding when we're adding a secondary character, we want the secondary character to kind of, you know, match the main protagonist. Now, both of my stories have multiple characters. We have one Jedi protagonist, and then we have a bunch of other characters that kind of join them on their crew. So, in Siren Call's case, the name is Jorn. Oh, damn it, I forget his name. Jorn, hold on, let me look it up. Oh, do you see my Exar Kun versus Darth Kaitis mini script? Yo, you might get a little look. Yeah, I'm already working on the script. High Republic. Oh yeah, you can take a look into the book. High Republic Book 1, the book of the beginning of the end. Yo, so yeah, as you can see, I'm already 19 pages in. Okay, hold on, I gotta kind of slip through this. Slippy. Jorn Kavar. Okay, sorry, I forgot his last name. I haven't used it in a while. Jorn Kavar, that's his name. Description. He's a Cathar. He's a cute Cathar. Green eyes. Long claws. You know what a Cathar is like. Just remember, like, Johani or Silvar. So what are his traits / character? He's very serious. Like, you want him to be different from Siren, but still, like, elevate him quite a bit. Like, he's very serious, where Siren's kind of sarcastic. He's very orderly. He's like Drax the Destroyer. He doesn't take things, like, he takes things very seriously, and he's loyal to the Republic. Again, he has a very similar arc to Siren Call. What are his strengths? He is a good tactician. He's like the tactician of the team. Like, he is the planner, the guy who comes up with the battle strategies and everything. He comes up, you know, with the battle strategies and everything, and, you know, that's kind of his arc. He's good strategy, capable marksman. Again, he uses a blaster, where Siren uses a lightsaber. So, you know, he's a marksman. So he's good with the blaster, over a lightsaber. He's a very good negotiator. He's good at negotiating, where Siren is just kind of like, lightsaber, ignite lightsaber, kill everybody. Where he's kind of like that. Again, he's very serious. But what are his weaknesses? Because again, weaknesses are a big thing. Again, he's overly serious. Sometimes he can't take a joke, and sometimes that kind of pushes people away. He's over serious. Loyal to Republic a bit too much. He's kind of like he has nothing but the Republic, and it's like when they make a mistake, he is very similar to Siren. He has those issues. Sometimes he's arrogant in thinking the Republic is invincible. Is invincible. Sometimes he's like, oh yeah, the Republic's invincible. Nothing can challenge it, and then the great disaster happens. He's like, oh, maybe I was wrong. So, those are his weaknesses. So, relatability. You know when you're like really committed to your job and stuff, like if you have a job that you're really committed to, and sometimes you get so committed into it, that you sometimes just don't really stop and take a breath. That's what Jordan Kavar is. He's over the top with his work. He's very into his work. He's ready to get it down. So that's kind of where he's relatable. And then you have his equipment. You don't have to describe his equipment. Blaster, rifle, pistol. Yeah, he has like a rifle / pistol. Or he has like a mini rifle, like an E11, and then he has like a little pistol, like a sidearm. Sidearm. Ah! You see, I am really bad with typing, as you can see. I am not a professional typer. Sidearm. Thermal detonator. Thermal detonator. Light armor. See how bad I am with typing? This is why the book takes so long. So yeah, these are how to like write your protagonists. Yeah, you write with Siren Call, human, green eyes, long brown hair. When you write an antagonist, so for my name, the first Sith I have is Darth Saron. As you can see, Siren Saron. I did that on purpose. You know, I did that kind of on purpose to kind of like foreshadow who Darth Saron is in regards to Siren Call. They are not the same person, but you know. Description. He is human. In his mid-60s. He looks like he's in his mid-60s. It's kind of like, the best I could describe Darth Saron is like a mix between Dooku and, Count Dooku and, probably like, Dooku is probably the best description, but he's not like Dooku. He's not like clean and precise and everything. No, this dude's rugged. Like, he can be elegant and fancy when he wants to be, but for the most part, he's kind of like rough and tough. He's more like a grizzled version of Count Dooku. He's more grizzled, gruff. So, mid-60s, gray hair, well, not even blue eyes anymore. He has yellow eyes because he's a Sith Lord. Yellow Sith eyes. Pale skin because, you know, he's got to have the dark side degradation if he's going to be a Sith Lord. And so we're going to have his traits / characteristics. Now, he doesn't have to be like a complete 180 from Siren Call. He can have some similarities, some differences, but you also want to make him his own character. So he is I haven't actually got to writing Sauron yet, so this is, well, I do have him down, so what are some characteristics of them? By the way, I'm live streaming this, okay, he is very, dang, I'm trying to find the word for what he is. Ambitious. Sorry, that was the word I was looking for. He's very ambitious. Like, nothing is good enough for him. He wants to make it to the top. Like, quite a bit. Like, and that's something that I really, like, enjoy with his character, is that he isn't loyal to the Sith or the Jedi. Like, he sees, the Sith as a means to an end. Like, the Sith are my means to an end, and then I'll push them aside, and then yada yada yada, I will win the plan. He is ambitious. He is merciless. He is very merciless. He's also serious. Like, he does not take jokes and stuff. So he's kind of similar to Jorn Kavar, but he's not. Seriously, has no... He has no loyalties to anybody but himself. Selfish. He's very selfish. It's all about him and gaining more power. Not just in the Force, but just in a power structure. Is kind of his character. So... Strength. What are his strengths? Very powerful with the Force. He is very powerful. Again, I would put him in that Dooku-esque category of Force power. Like, again, I haven't wrote him completely, but based on some of the things I have planned for his power levels, I would say he's about Count Dooku, Mace Windu kind of power level. He is very strong. Jedi Council, Dark Council tier, in Dark Power, in terms of strength. His seriousness is kind of a thing. He's very serious. He gets the job done. That's a strength of him. He knows his enemies. He always knows his enemies before he attacks them. He's not like Thrawn. He and Thrawn would not get along. Thrawn would probably not get along with this guy, but because, you know, to defeat an enemy, you must know them. From Rebels, but yeah, definitely. There is no way they would get along. Even Dooku and Sauron, they wouldn't get along very well. So he knows his enemies. His weaknesses! Because you have to write weaknesses. I'm not taking Mary Sue characters. Or Gary Stu characters. He is selfish. He is... Oh my god, that jump scared me. Someone sneezed upstairs and it jump scared me. Woo! So he's very selfish. But because he's very selfish, that sometimes puts his soldiers in danger. And sometimes he makes selfish decisions that end up turning out for the worst for him. His greed. He's very greed. He's arrogant. He's very, very arrogant. Very, very arrogant based on his stuff. And this was actually something I forgot. This was something that I forgot that you want to put in your story. Morals. What are they fighting for? What's the point of all this to them? Like, what is Siren Call fighting for? What is Jorn fighting for? Siren Call, his morals are, he wants to help people using his abilities. Simple enough. He just wants to help people using his abilities in the Force. Jorn, he wants to serve public and to the best of his abilities. Sorry, I had to add that in before. So yeah, weaknesses. All right, relatability. Honestly, your antagonist doesn't have to be relatable. You can make him relatable if you want. Again, Sauron is definitely not a character to be relatable. And I know a lot of the best antagonists are the relatable ones, like Thanos and stuff. But, like, Thanos isn't very relatable, but he's still one of the best. But, you know, Sauron, for me, he isn't a Sith you can sympathize with. Not at all. But the thing with him is he brings up really good points about the galaxy that's supposed to make you think, like, have we been looking at this the right way all these years? Like, he brings up some interesting points about the Jedi and the Sith and the light and the dark sides of the Force and the Republic and the Sith Empire and the Underworld and all. Like, he just brings up all these points about everything to make us, like, question what we know about the franchise. So, he doesn't have to be relatable. If you want to add relatability, you can. So, morals. He wants to obtain power at all cost to gain control of the galaxy. And again, he probably, like, you would all think he sounds like a stereotypical villain. Again, there are reasons why he wants control of the galaxy. It's not like, oh, then I'll have all the power in the galaxy. Mwahahaha. No. What I'm saying here is, he wants control of the galaxy because he thinks the galaxy is in chaos. It's in turmoil. It's doomed. He thinks, like, the Republic is bringing too much freedom, and now we have all these crime worlds like Nar Shaddaa and Corellia, which are filled with crime and stuff, and he wants to bring an order galaxy. He wants to bring an iron fist to keep everybody in line. He wants everyone to just serve their purpose. Like, everyone is going to have a purpose. Everyone is going to submit to rule, to the rule and the authority of the galaxy, and he's going to build this massive empire, or this power structure, using the Sith as kind of like a start-off, to just completely take over the galaxy and, like, make it how he sees it. Get everybody to serve their purpose. He wants control of the Republic and everything. He's not just, like, doing it to be evil. He wants it because he wants to make a change. It's just a very evil change. And then you can add... And then you can just add equipment. Red lightsaber. Red lightsaber... Armor. Yeah, Sauron's actually going to wear, like, armor instead of robes, but anyway. So yeah, this is how to write a main character, a secondary character, and an antagonist. That's your call. And again, since I'm writing 2 novels about Star Wars characters in this era, I have a lot more characters. Like, it's not just these guys. In this one book, Beginning of the End, I'll let you kind of read all that. We're gonna have a Mandalorian kind of fighter, and she and Siren are gonna have to, like, kind of come to terms with their people's conflict, because, you know, Mandalorian Wars and Revan and Mass Shadow Generator and all that, Malachor 5 and everything. So they have to kind of come to terms. We're gonna have a genetically enhanced Ugnaught, and then we're gonna have a protocol droid who is modified into a pilot droid. Yeah, it's really weird. And then the other story, we're gonna have a, you know, we're gonna have, like, your Han Solo Chewbacca duo, but it's not gonna be like them at all. Instead, you're gonna have Mari Cho, who's a Kel Dor bounty hunter. I know Kel Dor are supposed to be very noble people, and, because, yeah, that's right, I'm actually not gonna try and make all my characters human. I'm gonna try and work with the aliens. So, you know, Mari Cho, he's a very honorable bounty hunter. He's very, very honorable. Like, if you want to... Okay, I was told to kill you, but I'm going to let you have a warrior's death. and stuff. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. He's very honorable, very by the code. Meanwhile, his companion is going to be an HK model, like HK-47 and stuff. And that's going to be HK-67. And he is the complete opposite of morality. He is just an agent of chaos and destruction. He is this sadistic, dry humor nut job of a character. This is in the other story with one of my other Jedi, Jonalyn Stabby, who he's gonna have his own story, but that won't be in beginning of the end. That'll be in another, which I'm still trying to figure out the name of. I'm thinking of calling it like what was I gonna call the second book? With Jonalyn and the HK unit and Mari Cho and Relay Morales and Sul Bates and what was I gonna call that? I forget. But yeah, so like again, you gotta like get some characters, and you gotta want strength for each of them. One of them's a good fighter, one of them good pilot, a good healer, a good tactician, stuff like that. But yeah, that is your tutorial. If you want to see more writing tips and tutorials, I will be glad to do them. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Well, not live stream, but video. See you guys next time. Peace out. Yay!